This is the journal.
Okay,
That's why I got upset.
welcome back to Senate Education. Nice to see you, Attorney General Clark. Just to set the table a little bit, we have, S20 is an evolving document. And by that, I mean, we have asked the University of Vermont to pull together a number of different stakeholders to bring back a draft that we'll see probably during the week of town meeting, and then we'll take it up during the last week prior to crossover, where hopefully all of the parties will be on the same page. So, because we do want to move something this biennium. So with that, we would love and certainly welcome your general thoughts and feelings on the issue, and so the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and I'm very sorry that I'm not there in person. Motherhood
Everybody
calls.
always says that, but we don't know if we believe it.
No, I believe it. I do prefer to testify, especially in person, and wish that I were with you today. I will be sending you some like written testimony that kind of goes into a little bit more detail on the various sections. But I asked to come and speak to you on this issue. I think it's really important, and I wanted to just share our perspective. First, let me say that I learned a lot when I ran for office. When you run for statewide office, and you have to go all over the place and talk to people. And of course, that like all politicians, I had a stump speech. And my stump speech, like one of the first things I said in it was, because I was the first woman running for attorney general on the Democratic ticket, I said that no woman, no attorney general had known before what it's like to walk to your car in a dark parking lot, holding your keys in that special way that all women know. And I just thought this was a good line for my stump speech. But what I learned when I went around Vermont is that it resonated with both men and women who said, I knew that you were my candidate the minute I heard that. And for men, it resonated because it was such a foreign concept. And for women, because they knew exactly what I was talking about. I have kept that with me, that knowledge that I acquired of how gendered the issue of safety can be for us. And we know that, and I know this was previously said, it bears repeating, that when it comes to sexual violence, women 18 to 24 are 4 times more likely than other age groups to experience sexual violence. And we know that this council was created because the voices of people, and probably especially women in that age group, demanded that something be done. So I think that we have this opportunity, all of us who are working on this bill, to honor their voices and make steps in a direction that removes this culture of silence from campuses on this issue and tries to do better, because all people, especially in college, deserve to be safe and feel safe. The idea that young people arrive at college and are vulnerable in this way is unpalatable. And I'm just really glad to see the work being done. And I especially applaud the colleges who are, coming with the spirit of collaboration and humility, in spite of the fact that college campuses are the setting of these violent crimes. And I think that all of us working together are going to create progress for students and all of us, but especially for those in that age group. So it's really wonderful to be a part of that work. So in brief, I support the bill. I wanted to make sure you knew that I, from the sidelines, was watching this bill and cared a lot about it. And I wanted to come in and tell you that I think one thing that I've tried to do as Attorney General is elevate voices that aren't always heard. And we're fortunate we heard the voices back in whenever that was, who were protesting and telling us that they wanted more and better for them. And it feels good to be at this point in the process, so close to putting in place some of the changes that are going to make a difference on Vermont campuses.
Thank you, and I want to publicly recognize Senator Hashim for putting the bill in and for following up on it this year. You know, work was done in the summer, people got together, but sometimes when we come back, certain things when you're a committee member or chair can get lost in the shuffle, and he brought it back out and put it at the forefront of our work, and I'm feeling now that we're gonna leave with something this year, so I just want to recognize him having done that. So, yeah, so. Anything else, Madam Attorney General, at this point?
No, I would just say thanks again for having me today. Sorry, I'm not in person, and I appreciate the opportunity to share the perspective.
Great. And what we'll do is during town meeting, we will work to get you a copy of the bill as, you know, the reworked version.
Yep.
That everybody's come together and worked on, so that hopefully maybe the Wednesday or Thursday when we're back, we can vote that out and get it to the floor.
That's wonderful. Yeah, we'll look for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, any questions for the Attorney General before she goes? No, okay, great. Okay, great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks, Senator. Okay, so thanks again. I think we're gonna be good on this, and yeah, it's important. It is great step. So that was a little shorter than I thought. So can we work to get Cassandra Ryan and Matt Musgrave in sooner rather than later, Lindsay? Is that possible?
Cassandra is with us online already,
Great.
and Matt,
Oh, you good?
So we continuing? Who's on with them?
Why don't we go off for a minute? Well,